going on, guys? It's Davis here again, and today I'm bringing you guys a review of the PlayStation 4. About a couple weeks ago, I picked it up on launch night, and I unboxed it on this channel, and after using it for a little while, I thought I'd do a review. So, let me start out by saying, oh, by the way, the game in the background is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, if you couldn't tell, and it's running on the PlayStation 4. So, yeah, it's a good game. I think you guys should give it a try if you can. And anyways, let me get into the review. My initial experiences with the PS4 weren't that good because I picked up Battlefield 4 with it, and as soon as I popped the game in, I started getting crashes, and every time I boot the game up, I would get crashes. This was after the day one patch, patch 1.50. I kept getting crashes every time I booted up the game. It wouldn't let me play. So after a couple calls to Sony, they kept telling me that they would fix it, they were working on it, it was a problem they were already working on. And it was the Wednesday after the game was released that they came out with patch 1.51 that completely fixed all those problems with the game crashes and all the problems people were having with multiplayer, Call of Duty and Battlefield. And ever since then, every game has been flowing well, nice and smooth. I really like it. And it's been really good since that day. The patch fixed everything. However, they did say that they would be releasing a patch that would allow for direct capture, which is why I'm using the camera. As you can see in the background, I'm not using the capture card or anything like that. They do need to release a patch for that, and they stated that they would. Now let me get into a review about the system itself. I'm going to start off by talking a little bit about the UI, the user interface for the PlayStation 4. I think it's pretty nice. As you guys might know, the Xbox One and the 360, was using Windows 8 kind of setup for the UI. And PlayStation 4 got rid of its cross-media bar from PlayStation 3, and they decided to go with kind of like a boxy setup, a bunch of squares where you can see all your games and everything you pretty much downloaded. And from that point on, you can kind of go back into a cross-media bar style, I should say, where you can choose between your settings, your friends, and all that. And your games are kind of like a certain section, a different section. You also have a social media kind of aspect in PlayStation 4, where wherever you play a new game or get new achievements or anything like that, you can share clips. It would automatically upload it, and you and your friends can see it from there, which I think is pretty cool, you know. I do like it overall. Some people have been complaining about the fact that you cannot change backgrounds and all that kind of stuff, but that doesn't really bother me because I don't really use that kind of stuff anyways. I just play the system and I play the games. I don't really play with the UI that much, so that didn't really bother me. But overall, I think it's nice, clean, organized, and I like it. Moving on to the system features, they're alright. I wouldn't say they're as in-depth as the Xbox One, because this is a gaming console. I don't really mess with the features that much. Right now, it does not have YouTube on the PlayStation 4, which I think is kind of weird because the PS3 did have it, which is kind of a downgrade, but it's not a big deal for me because I have a computer anyways. Now for the games, graphics, and performance. As you guys know, the PlayStation 4 is a gamer's first console, and I really think the graphics are awesome. The games run really smoothly, the performance is nice. Whenever I play Call of Duty or Battlefield, Assassin's Creed looks great. Also, Battlefield just looks like it's on a PC. I wouldn't say a high-end PC, but definitely a low-end. The graphics on that are really sharp. The textures are awesome, and I think it really looks amazing. So the graphics, the performance, and the games are really good. I hear that there are over 180 plus games in development for the PS4. The launch titles weren't that great. They didn't really have a big lineup. But regardless, I still think that Battlefield is good, Call of Duty is a step up from Black Ops 2, Assassin's Creed is nice. I got to try, I didn't get to try Killzone yet. I heard mixed reviews on that, but I definitely think each game, is pretty cool and definitely worth a try. The performance is better than the Xbox One, and I think it's a gamer's console. Moving on to the controller, the DualShock 4 has been a controversial topic for the PlayStation because some people like it, some people don't. Some people don't like the analog sticks. Personally, I think it's awesome. I think it's my favorite controller I've ever used, and I owned a 360 before this, so I really like it. I think the touchpad is kind of cool. The share button's also nice, how you can share stuff with friends and all that. If you get a nice clip or something like that and you want to upload it, you can definitely do that. Um, yeah, I think the controller is great. The triggers feel awesome. I love how you can use the triggers now to shoot. I didn't like that in the DualShock 3, how you had to use the bumpers. I thought that was pretty whack. But the triggers feel nice. I play Call of Duty, I play Battlefield, and I don't notice that I'm playing on PlayStation. I feel like I'm just on my Xbox using that awesome controller. With the DualShock 4 is even better. I love it. I get it. I mean, my friends sometimes say that it's not that good. I think it's pretty cool. The analog sticks are a lot nicer. They're actually a lot tighter now. The DualShock 3's analog sticks were like kind of loose, if you know what I'm talking about. Now they're really tight. They're kind of like the Xbox's uh, joysticks. They're pretty cool. They're tight and they feel good in the hand. It's really comfortable. It conforms to your hand, and I think the controller is one of the best, if not the best, that I've ever used. Um, my final thoughts on the PlayStation 4. I would say it's the way to go. If you have a PC and you want to get into console gaming, go with a PlayStation 4. Or if you have a last gen console like the 360 or the PS3, I'd say go with the PlayStation 4. Unless you want to really use the features that the Xbox comes with, it being all-in-one console. I think it's bullshit. But I think the PlayStation 4 is the way to go. The games are awesome, the graphics are awesome, it performs well, and the features are kind of cool. It has a social aspect in there, which I really like, and yeah, that's how it is. So, I'm gonna see y'all later. It's Doctor and Dark Skull. It's Davis again. PlayStation 4 review. I'm out.